Our ship modeler is specialized in fine handcrafted ship models and custom builds. You can find us on Facebook at Handcrafted Wooden Historic Ship Models.
Hello and welcome to the fourth update of my build of the San Juan Nepomuceno. First of all, thank you for the nice comments on my channel, and I'm really happy that I could help some people to improve and to solve problems on their own models with my video. So that's very important for me. As you can see, I finished up the second and the third layer of planking on both sides. And there is one thing I did not follow. I did not follow the instruction, because the instruction said that first you have to glue on the lighter strips going from the deck line down, and then the rest to finish it up going up. And then put a third layer, the darker according to the parts list walnut strips, but I told you already before that I have issues with the type of wood, because it's not it does not look like walnut, whatever. And then put the third layer on these lighter strips, and before I started planking, I took a moment and played it through, and I thought that it will not look really nice to put the darker strips on the light strips. So what I did is to measure the position of the darker strips and continuously planking on the basic hull. So I have no third layer, I have only the second layer. So I insert the dark strips in the light strips, and that's for me looks much better. So I have a flat and clean surface. What I also did is the last, according to the instruction, the last three strips are 7 millimeters wide. I cut in half, each of them I cut in half. So I have now 6 3 to 3.5 millimeter wide strips. There are two reasons. The first reason is 7 millimeter wide, and it's 1 to 90 scale is impossible. That's a mammoth tree, and we got one plank of one tree, and I do not believe that also in the time before there was so many mammoth trees to cut these wide planks. The second is it was much easier to continue the form of the, especially the bow section, with smaller strips, because basically you have to bend the strips not in this direction, you have to bend it in this direction. So when you glue it on, it will continue follow one line. So the result of this is the last 3 strips, or in my case now it's 6 strips, gives me let's say 95% nice water line. So I have a straight line on the end of the brown strips. And I also, it was not really clear in the instruction, I continue the line of the cannon loopholes. That looks much better, except the first brown strip on the upper, because the last, let me say, last 2 cannon loopholes in the front are raising up, so it looks like a wedge in the bow section. Whatever, but on the stern it's a really nice and continuing line. That's what I did. I also started to, because I have many of these light strips left over, too much, so I started planking inside the sidings of the upper deck, so that it gives also the impression of planking inside the boat. Now I still have, because when you watched my third update, you saw that I have the issue with the two different colors of the strips and the hull planking, because the parts listed that the 7mm wide strips are walnut, but it definitely is not walnut. It's something different, but not walnut. And I found a way to discolor them, or to color them so that it fits the color of the walnut strips. Nice, that was good, but one step ahead of my build, because I forgot. I brushed on the rust color, so that rust dust, I will not say color, it's a dust, so that gives me the same color of the walnut strips below. And I forgot that after I glued on these strips I have to sand it, and that was a mistake from me. You see, nobody's perfect, so I still have the same problem with these two different colors. There is something now, maybe I can imagine why this the problem is like this. Because when I researched the internet, I found some pictures of, I believe that it's really close to the original San Juan Nepomuceno. I found some pictures, and in the picture you can see, I will through them, you can see that the hull is below waterline, is cladded with copper plates. And you know, it's a model kit, and they are always trying to save money, so the copper cladding is not included. Okay, that's something I have to live with, because to tell the truth, I cannot afford to buy the copper cladding for the whole hull, because I have to order it, and only to order these parts from outside, it's something no, it's really no-go. And now I have to find a way. I really don't know. Maybe I will mask these lighter strips, and doing again my rust dusting, so that it will come much closer to the color of the hull and also of the deck, because the deck and the hull are the same strips. So let me see what I can do. There are other things. Let me take some. The next thing, not the next thing, but there are some steps in the future. These are the, I hope you can see this, these are the frames for the cannon loopholes going there on the open deck. There are 5 on each side, so 10. Nice, there are metal cast parts. Nice, it looks nice from the outside, but the problem is there are no frames for the inside, so the inside is open and it does not really look nice. So what I will do next is, or in the future, is to do my own cast parts. And to be honest, I never made any casting or molding, so this will be the first time. And as you know, I have really big problems to find the right materials here in the Philippines. As I told you, mostly I have to order materials from outside, and so I have already something in mind what I can use to mold this, to make a negative mold, and then to cast this, because I also want to put the frames from the inside, so that it looks like it looks really nice. The other thing is, what I also already told you before, is the metal cast parts who fits on the for the stern castle. And I will not say something, but this has two issues. The first issue is it does absolutely not fit, and the second is it looks really cheap. It really looks cheap. This does not fit to the rest of the boat because each of us know that also the stern castle sidings are made of wood, and this metal cast has no impression of gives you no impression of that this is made of wood. So however you paint it or whatever, it will be always clear that this is a metal cast part. And the issue with the fitting, that can be solved. That is not the really issue. But for me, that is so cheap. I really don't know. I will throw in a picture what I believe is the original stern castle from the model. I really don't know where the model is, but it looks really realistic. And I have so many small wood parts left over from other models, and I try to make these stern castle sidings from wood. The backplate also made of metal cast. That can be solved. I maybe will open the windows, and then it will look okay, I believe. Maybe some planking or whatever, I really don't know. Okay, that's so far again it for the build. It really goes much slower than I'm expected, because the instruction and the result, what if you will follow the instruction, so I don't know, it does not fit to my style, how I'm building the models. If you want to finish it fast, follow the instruction. Okay, it will look nice, but if you have time and the patience to find some solution for little problems, the result will be much better than only to follow the instruction. So again, this video is not really long because, as I said, the process is really slowly. The next few steps is to finish up the planking inside the upper hull, and also fit on the keel, and also stern and bow section, that I really can finish up the complete planking, so that when I finish the planking I can start to add some details, starting also inside here, and what there are many small things it has to be fit on, and it will take a while. It's not something what you can finish in one weekend. So whatever, in the next few months there will come another 3 models I ordered from outside, and sure that when the box will arrive, that there will be unboxing of these 3 models. I will not say what model I ordered, but it's from the smaller, not this big. Okay, so hope you enjoyed the pictures and the short information I gave you, and have a great day and enjoy your hobby.
Thank you very much for watching this video. Please make sure to subscribe to this channel. That way you get immediate update for our new videos that we are going to post every week.